Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. I am very excited. The weather is beautiful. Finally, we've got some good weather. I just wanted to come on here, as always, to show you about my amazing products. I've already washed and cleansed my face thoroughly. Hi, Jessie. And last night I came on here quickly to do a bit of a lippy show. However, I don't think many were able to see that, but I want to show everyone my quick and easy skin prep, because in order to get the best flawless appearance from your makeup, the prepping is key. And I'm going to continue to stress that because it's so important. So many people use just any type of foundation and they want the same results. But there are just key points that have to be met in order to achieve that flawless outcome that everyone loves. So I'm going to show you this by way of my very own routine. I'm going to quickly do my face with my foundation. I'm going to show you what I do to prep, my process, and then I'm going to show you a few. I am very excited that it is the springtime because the weather's nice. We're not out of the woods yet completely with coronavirus, but yes, the numbers have definitely decreased and people are now getting out more. And so there are going to be a lot of opportunities for people to enjoy their makeup, show their lips, show their glowing, healthy skin. And so I want to get every woman prepared and ready, spring ready right now. And we still have time because I do believe today is the first day of spring. If I'm not mistaken, today is the 20th. Yes, today is officially the first day of spring. So let's get spring ready. So just so you know, what I did first was my skincare. I washed with my new cleanser, which is a cream cleanser, because my acne is not out of control any longer thanks to my skincare. And sometimes I can balance out my cleansers with a moisturizing cleanser as opposed to my Dream Clean. So it's more of a cream cleanser, so it's really helping your skin retain moisture and add moisture while also thoroughly cleansing your skin. So I am very pleased with that. But here's my new fave, and I bragged all about this last night. This is Life. This right here is Life. And I mentioned it last night that I received it in this month's Amaze box in sample form. Hold on, my lighting just disconnected a bit. Yeah, how did we do that? Not quite sure. Let me just hook us back up. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Shine some light on my situation here. Now, this stuff right here is Life. This is our Marula Oil Facial Serum. And it's called Midnight Oil Facial Serum. But I don't want you to be misled and think because it says midnight, it's only sufficient for the nighttime. Yesterday, I actually used this oil in order to prep my skin for my makeup, and I loved it. I loved how soft my skin was. I loved how my makeup blended so well, naturally looking into my skin, and I know it was the Midnight Marula oil. So it's a glass black bottle, very aesthetically pleasing, I must say, but this is Life, okay? This stuff is the best. And I thought for a moment, because I have a tendency to have oily skin, I said, I probably shouldn't put this on during the day because it might make my face feel too greasy. Not at all. It just prepped It nourished my skin, and it just did the darn thing. And when you rub it into your skin is just, it feels so much softer. It's a nice light scent. I love it. It feels amazing, and it absorbs into your skin. Ladies, let me tell you, your makeup is going to lay. But not only that, what this is doing, if you have very dry skin, I have 100% confidence that this is going to bring your dry, dull, possibly, skin, and I mean dull, I don't want to call your skin dull, but your starved skin back to life. I have no qualms about it. This is going to do it. And when I put this on for the first time the other night, after using the Marula Oil Facial Cleanser, which I also tried to get, but I guess the word has already gotten out because they were sold out already. I just wanted to get the collection and get both because I'm in love. I'm in love. I know you're not going to be disappointed when you get this. And look, I get a nice glow. It does not feel heavy. You know, the weather is about to get hot. You don't want anything that's going to feel heavy and make you sweat, and that is not at all the sensation behind wearing this. It's light, it's moisturizing, it's great for prepping, ladies. Look at my skin. Now, you know one thing? I already know, this is a fact, and I'm going to show you. There are going to be days this spring that I'm not going to wear my foundation. I'm not. This year is the year that I feel very confident in the fact that I don't have to wear foundation every single day. I wear my foundation now because I love it and I love to create looks and I love that flawless makeup. But I don't no longer wear my makeup to cover my face. That's not why I wear it. Because I am very happy with the progress of my skin with my skincare. Ladies, I've come a long, long way. But let's get to it. So that's what I do now. Now, thanks to my Marula Oil Serum, I put that on. This is definitely going to lighten, brighten, and tighten your skin. Help you build up that collagen so that your skin's elasticity increases and you don't have to worry about sagging skin. We can kind of turn back the hands of time a bit with that Marula oil. So I'm all for that because I just had a birthday pass, and hopefully I have many, many more to come, right? And so I don't have to look like my age. I don't have to necessarily, especially as long as I am on my self-care journey and I'm taking care of my entire body, my face. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. So next, what I have done is I use my first base primer because today is a day that I'm going to wear foundation. I do have to go into work. And I can promise you that this technique that I use definitely keeps my makeup locked into place. I have no worries whatsoever. I don't have to run to the bathroom, look it up, see if it's anything out of place. I don't even have to check. When I come home, it's right how I left it, and I love that fact. And it is because of these steps. So I use my Marula oil for the primer. I use my first base primer spray first, right? I let that absorb into my skin. And now, because I do have existing blemishes due to old breakouts or monthly hormonal breakouts, this is my new technique. I explained it yesterday, but here's the thing. With Facebook, you never reach everyone every time, right? So there's no such thing as telling someone too many times. I don't believe in it. When you have a good thing, you share it. So that's what we're going to do. I like to use my number 3 concealer to hide any hyperpigmentation, or as we call them, dark circles underneath the eyes. Here's the thing. For the most part, some of our dark circles show a little more than others, but we pretty much all have them. And that's just because the skin underneath the eye is thinner than the rest of our face. That's all. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not a bad skin condition. It's because that skin is pretty much transparent. And so you can see the blood flow and the blood vessels and all that. That is the only reason. But we have a solution. If you don't want those dark circles visible when you step out, our Perfect Concealer will conceal flawlessly, full coverage, and that's what I love. If you are part of Mariah's Majestic Cosmetics, you already know why I place my concealer in the areas in which I do. Because usually when we're wearing our makeup, we're wearing it because we want to lift our face. We don't want to do anything that's going to make us look older or our face to drag and sag. Our makeup plays a big part in the illusion that our face gives. And there are certain ways that we can place our makeup on our face that will give us a very lifted appearance. So I realized that this whole time when I was putting on my concealer in that typical triangular shape, that was actually bringing the appearance of my face down. I'm wondering if I can show you. Do I have time? No, because I wanted to do it one way on one side and the other way on the next side. I'll save that for a separate live. You have to come into the VIP group, and I'll do that one day for a live. And I'm going to show you with half of my face these different techniques that I like to mention to you guys all the time so you can see why it is I place it in the positions that I do. Oh, I will be so grateful to God when my blender full comes in the mail. You have no idea. So right now I'm looking for my not so favorite beauty sponge. OMG. Guess what? I guess we're going to have to improvise today. I leave my concealer in place, right? Then I take my translucent powder. Now what we're going to do is cover over the blemishes with a equal to your skin tone or a shade darker than your skin tone. So I'm going to hit these spots that this week gave me issues, okay? I'm going to use my foundation palette, which has both of my concealers in it. I'm going to use a concealer or maybe even... Let's get creative. I'm going to meet you where you might be. Let's say you have a concealer that's darker than your own skin tone, or if not, if you don't have a concealer but you have a foundation that is full coverage and is darker than your skin tone, you can use that to cover the blemished areas. So that is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to take my darker foundation, and you see where those blemishes and pimples are from this week's trying era. I'm going to show you what to do. You cover over. Yesterday I did this, but I sped through. I'm going to show you up close. Catch all those dark spots. You see, if I were to put my number 3 highlighted concealer that I used here on these spots, all you would be doing is highlighting that pimple or blemish, whatever it is. You want to leave it there for 5 minutes. Let it set, okay? And then I'm going to show you what you do. This is very technical. Meanwhile, not technical in a bad way, but there's levels to this. So today I have a little bit more time to show you what it is I've discovered and is the proper way to cover your unwanted blemishes. So those are the ones that are standing out the most to me that I don't want visible on my face. I see a little bit more right here. This was TMI PMS week, so hey, life happens. It's just what it is. Now I'm going to leave that there. Then what I'm going to do is take my translucent powder. They all look alike, so I'm like, is that it? No. Is that it? No. It's really not it. I'm looking for my translucent powder. Where did I put it, ladies? Did I drop it? Yeah, I did. I dropped it. Okay. I want to thank you all, anyone that's in here, for spending a little time with me. I'm going to take my translucent powder and just set on that area with that darker concealer and let it set. Let it do the thing. What it's doing right now is setting, making sure you get full coverage. All the pigmentation that your concealer has to offer, it's going to do that, and it's going to set into the skin so that you can definitely get complete coverage. I cannot wait to do this live where I can show you the right way versus the not so right way. I don't like to say wrong because people are open to their own opinions, but while we're allowing that to set, I am going to go in and do my eyebrows. And I am happy, so happy. I have our Ricky mirror, ladies. I have been wanting this mirror since the beginning of time, and when I tell you, the lighting, that LED lighting on this mirror is unlike any other you have ever seen. Let me direct your attention over here. Do you see this lighting? Let me turn this up a little bit. Let's turn it up again and again. Do you see that? It also comes with a phone case, not a phone case, but a phone holder that you can place on the mirror itself so that when I want to do up close tutorials with you ladies, you can see all of my face, even my pores, with this mirror. Whether you have a mirror elsewhere or if you want to use the mirror itself, it comes with its very own phone holder. You will never find one as efficient and bright as this. So we are going to do big things this spring, okay? But it also came with a little handy one, and that's what I really want to go get so that I can make these eyebrows do what it does. And this is allowing time for my concealer to set. I am now using my Claim to Fame brow pencil that I love. This is in the color dark. Now, I just ordered medium as well because I dyed my brows not so long ago when I had blonde hair. And I sometimes like that in-between light brown shade. And this is the thing I like about makeup. Makeup to me is like hair. You can change it based on your mood, what appearance you want to have, what style you're going for. It's so versatile, and I love it. So maybe one day you want really dark brows. You can achieve that with our dark eyebrow Claim to Fame pencil. This consists of little fibers that attach to your very own hairs and give you a very flawless, natural brow appearance. Love this. And when I say the comfortability to draw this on, it's about the easiest pencil I've ever had in my hand to try to draw a brow in, ever. I thought one eyebrow pencil and the next were all the same. It's something very, I don't know how to describe it, just really, you can just maneuver better with this one. If you have one, my ladies know it's true. It's so easy to use. Its small, fine tip allows you to create small hair-like strokes, and that's what gives you such a natural brow appearance. I'm going to say what I always say. I don't care for my brows to be twins. I want them to look like sisters. One may be a little off from the other, but it's going to work, okay? There we go. I think this one has a little dip, so I'm going to stroke that up a little bit and then use the spoolie and just blend my own hairs right on in with the fiber formula of this brow pencil. Easy peasy. As easy as it's ever going to get. Now, let's get back to the concealer and the coverage. So now that it has set, what you want to do is go in those areas where you covered with your darker and just blend out the edges. You made little circular spots. You just want to like blend out the edges. All around, wherever that blemish is, just blend it. And that's why we let it set That's why we set it with the translucent powder. You're just going to blend it all out. And that blemish is going to become darn near invisible. Invisible. And you have the full coverage of the concealer working for you to cover all of that. Way better than if I would have put number 3, this highlighting concealer, on this spot. Putting that is just like placing a magnifying glass on your blemish. It's like, hey, look at me. When you pick a number 3, a shade used to highlight the blemish, to cover the blemish, you might as well take a magnifying glass and say, look at it. Look at it. It's right here. So remember to get a shade darker, let it set for 5 minutes, blend out the corners, and voila, like so. Blemish is where. Now once you put your foundation on top, you'll see what I'm talking about. And this is for my ladies that do experience, whether they're regular breakouts or just your monthly breakouts or just that annoying pimple that just decided to grace you with its presence. We do not have to suffer no longer. I'm taking my translucent, patting it right on there, and now I'm about to blend out with my perfect foundation. Who is that? Someone just called me. Hold up. Oh, wow. 1 minute. 1 minute. I think that's my job. Is anyone doing anything exciting today? Are you going out? Are you going to enjoy this beautiful weather? Any plans? Any plans? No plans, ladies? Oh my goodness. No plans for this nice, lovely weather. I hope you have some. You should. It's beautiful out there. Where's my Kabuski brush? All right. So now, and today we're going to use these new blush palettes. Remember, I said I've never really used blushes. Well, I'm going to go get into it. And another thing I want to bring out, let me stay on track though, is the fact that our blush palettes can be used for our eyeshadows. They're all multi-purpose. You can use it one in the same. So you can create your look with your blush palette as your eyeshadow palette. Sorry, let me just tap that in. Go up, tap that down. Lately, I've been trying to just do one side at a time so you can compare. I don't think Aisha knows I'm live. It's weird. Do you see those blemishes? Are you able to see those blemishes that I just put a magnifying glass on those blemishes? No. We've pat those babies right, girl. Oh, okay. She'll notice I'm on Facebook in a moment. I thought that Facebook allows you to, there's a, what is it? Like a little symbol next to someone that may be live on Facebook. Is that not the case? I'm not sure. Someone told me that. I'm not sure. I'm lightly going over those blemish spots with my Kabuski brush. This is how I usually do it. Ladies, let me tell you, if you want to know the perfect foundation applicators, I would say number 1 is the Blenderful. That's number 1. Number 2 is our wide buffer brush, also known to the cosmetic world as a Kabuski brush. Those are the 2 perfect foundation. Also a typical foundation brush. Ours is better than the average one you find in the store because of the hairs. And again, as with anything else, all things are not created equal. All brushes are not created equal. All sponges are not created equal. The fibers, the material used to create the hairs, all of that plays a part in your application. If you was wondering what I was doing, I was kind of like blending out my foundation with my highlighted concealer, just so that it just blends nicely. I don't know if I would call this a technique, but it's what I do. I just use the side of my brush and just tap it out, because I really don't want to use that CVS sponge on my face, because it takes a lot of my coverage away, as opposed to building flawless coverage. And that's why I say all sponges are not created equal. I'm just going to use whatever is remaining on my brush to do my forehead. I don't usually put much of anything on my forehead. My coverage is definitely much lighter on my forehead. I just noticed I don't need it as much. And there you go. Using that darker concealer is going to zap the appearance of your blemishes, especially if you go through the process and allow the time for it to set onto your skin, absorb and set. I don't want to say absorb because it doesn't go into your skin, but it definitely blends onto your skin very well, and you get the fullness of the pigmentation to cover the blemish. That is key to covering your blemishes. And ladies, I had to find a key, because if you have situationships like I do with monthly breakouts, and if you used to have a life full of acne, you'd learn a few techniques too to try to make it through the day. But here's my main point. My main point when it comes to makeup, I love foundation. I love wearing makeup. I love all of that. But right about now, at this phase in my life, I have a deep appreciation for the actual caring of my skin. I feel like I just disowned my soul if I go to sleep at night and I didn't do my nighttime skincare routine, because I didn't do something that I know is going to just benefit me to the 100th power. And I feel better after I do it. I feel clean. My skin is at its best possible state that it could be in. And I could not be any more happier with it. And that just affects my mood, my vibe, my energy. So this self-care is so vital. It's so vital because it impacts the rest of your life. Everything else you do. Your perspective on the world around you changes when you feel amazing on the inside. So now, enough with me running my mouth. This is number 3 that I used underneath my eyes. This is an excellent technique if, let's say, you feel that you didn't perfect your eyebrows the way you'd like. If you want to sharpen those edges, or let's say maybe you made the end wider than you wanted. Let's say you made a mistake. At least it's not how you want it. Using a highlighting concealer underneath the brow definitely sharpens the edges, makes it look really neat and perfect. Perfect. Now, some people even highlight above the brow, and that's good too if you feel that you need that sharped edge. I usually don't go above the brow for some reason. I mean, I could. I mean, that is the way. But if you don't feel you need to, let's just do it. Let's make it as perfect as could be. I don't really feel the need to go in, really. But let me just show you what is typically done with the brow. So you usually use your concealer to neaten up the area and give you that perfect eyebrow on fleek, okay? Or make any corrections. I'm also going to bring my concealer down because I am going to do an eyeshadow look. And when you do this above your lid, this gives you a very perfect flawless foundation to do your perfected artwork on top of, as in, aka your eyeshadow. If you want to blend colors, having your perfect concealer on the lid of your eye is going to give you a very smooth foundation to mix and blend the colors as you want. And I say our perfect concealer because all concealers are not created equal. I have and used to use all the time concealers that I buy from CVS or Walgreens or, you know, your beauty store nearby concealer. It's not the same because the texture of the formula is different. Most, if not all of those concealers that you buy in the beauty supply store at your nearby store are very concentrated with oil. So when you're blending, you don't have that matte foundation to draw, I say draw, but powder your eyeshadow on. And it doesn't blend perfectly as it could if you had a foundation formula, concealer formula like ours. This gives you a very clean foundation to create beautiful eyeshadow looks without the greasy consistency that those other concealers contain. And that is something that I have definitely found with our concealer. Now, let's see, what do I want to do? This is typically where I stop with my foundation. However, I think I want to use number 4. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. I think I want to lighten up this area down here just a little bit. So I'm not going to use number 3. Or should I? Je ne sais. Let's see what 4 is like. Oh, 4 is doing it. Yeah. 4. I want a nice little light transition over top. Most people, if you've ever seen, they draw their lines, your contour line, your blush line, and your highlighting concealer line. I just do the job while it's in my hand. I don't draw the line and blend. Maybe I should, but this is just what I do. I already know where those colors are going to be blended into, and I just take it and blend it in there as you go. But I understand why many people use that technique, because a lot of people do not or aren't privy to how to apply the highlighter or where to apply it. So you need a starting point. And so they draw that concealer line here, and then the blush line above that, you see, and then your contour line, so that you can just now take a wide brush and blend it on in. It's great when you're learning. It definitely is. Right now I have an eye for what part I want to be highlighted, and so I just pat it in like so, without drawing those lines in my face. Here we go. Nice. I'm happy with it, as you will be happy with it, and that's what matters. Usually after every technique, I go right on in with my translucent to set it in place. Remember, I have hours ahead of me, and these are the techniques that help my look to stay in place for hours. I'm even patting on that concealer underneath my eye. Let's do some eyeshadow, shall we? So, I was trying to live vicariously through some of you and find out what you had planned for today, because I won't be able to go and party like a rock star because I'll be working. So I was hoping someone was going to share with me what their day, what their Saturday was going to look like. And then I could daydream like as if I were doing it as well. But in any case, let's blend. Let's have some fun. Do I ever know what color I want to use? Never. Never do I. But I want something bright, because guess what? Today is the first day of spring. So let's do the damn thing, okay? I am going to use, should have did a green. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I'm going to start with a light pink. It's going to blend a light pink as my brain is going and thinking about what would look nice with this light pink foundation color. I am going to do a look that feels like spring. A spring-worthy look. There we go. Well, as I'm putting this on, let me offer again my invitation. If either one of you ladies would love to be color matched, if you want to find that perfect extension of your very own skin tone with our Botanical Wax Foundation, our non-pore clogging foundation, please let me know. I will gladly get you spring ready so that you can have a flawless, very natural looking skin, okay? And not to mention the beautiful colors we have on deck, okay? This is gonna be an amazing spring. I'm looking to see some very confident women, some very happy women, women just busting out the door post-coronavirus, just enjoying and living their best life. And I want to help you. So if you would love to be matched, let me know. I am here. Now I'm going to pat in some, I guess I would call this orange. I'm patting this orange in above the pink, and I'm going to take my time and blend because I want both colors visible. I don't want to lose my pink while I am patting in the orange. I want every color that I put on to hold its own position and play its part in my eyeshadow look. And blending is critical when achieving that. So I take my time when I'm not rushing and just blend and pat those colors in. And when you want the most pigment out of your color, I want to urge you to pat your color on. Don't fluff it on, but pat it on. And that way you'll get the most out of your foundation color. When you just want minimal coverage, that's when you buff the color in. But when you want it to pop and do the most, you pat it on because you're piling that color on. See? So now I'm able to still see the pink, right? And I'm still able to see this orange. And this makes me think of spring. So this look right here in my mind is spring inspired, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick another spring color, but I'm going to achieve it in my crease. And because our concealer is so full coverage, I can take my concealer, slightly cut. Usually you want to clean that spot up with water, but I'm just going to show you how the coverage is so phenomenal. You can cover right over your existing eyeshadow color without having removed it with water and Q-tips and all that jazz, because I don't have time. And I love that. Anything that is going to get me to achieve the look that I want in less time with minimal effort, I'm all for it. Look at that. It covered right over that color. No problem. That's what a concealer is supposed to do. Conceal. Now you see it. Now you don't. Love it. The perfect concealer ever. Look at that. Look at Dorothy. That came from a movie. Look at Dorothy. I think it's Johnson's Family Reunion that came from. Look at Dorothy. All right, I'm just trying to make sure it's somewhat evened out. I don't know if I can consider myself a perfectionist. It depends on the day. I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I'm not, because I can very much see that one might be a little higher than the other. And I'm like, I'm going to get away with that today. I don't have time. There we go. So now what I want to do is put on another spring-inspired color. What else would remind you of a spring-inspired color? When I think of spring, I see the pinks, I see the orange, I see the yellows, I see the greens. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alrighty. There we go. Just wipe that on there. Just like that. I'm gonna end up blending it all out anyway. All right, there we go. So now I have a nice vacant foundation space to draw my next spring-inspired colors. Yes, I am looking for my handy-dandy translucent powder to set this concealer in place. I've got so much going on that I always misplace it. OMG. Jesus. Anyhow, I'm just going to use a brush so I can just pat it on there. Just using a brush. Pat that setting spray so there's no creasing taking place. That is why I'm doing this. I don't want those lines from my eyes opening and closing to crease that area. There we go. Bam! Now, let's go into the palette and use another spring color. I am going to, is this the brush I want to use? Okay. There we go. Yellow. I don't know. I'm experimenting. I'm, again, just going with the idea of spring. Pat some yellow in there, like so. Am I giving you some spring vibes with these colors? Just pat that yellow in there. Again, I pat because I want all of that pigment. Every bit of what this eyeshadow can do, I want it to do. I want the color to pop. I think it's popping. I believe it's popping. Yes, it is. There we go. Ooh, that's bright. Now, I've got my pink, I've got my orange, I've got my yellow. What would be a nice color to blend out in the ends? A spring-worthy color. Am I going too far if I try green? I don't know. There we go. All right. I want to put a green. I do. It's just a matter of what green. Let's see, what do I have for greens? Let's try this winter green, or I don't know. Let me see. Huh. What do you think? You see that very iridescent green? I'm not sure. Let's see, what else do I have for green? Then we've got that. Let's try the iridescent. If it doesn't work, guess what? We always have concealer. So, I'm gonna try to lightly smoke this out with that iridescent green. I'm taking my time because I wasn't sure if in fact it's what I wanted to do. Not bad. Definitely includes my little spring vibes, all my little spring colors in one, so it's okay for today. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna slightly smoke it out with this iridescent green, because again, this is my spring-inspired look. When I think of spring, these are the colors I think of. And so I'm just having fun with it because that's what you're meant to do. Enjoy it. Let it be an expression of you. And voila, like so. Nothing too big, nothing too dark, but I always love, and I like to remove any demarcation lines unless I'm making several colors in a straight line. I just like it to look ombre'd out a bit. So I just buff it into the shimmer color like so. So you can't really see a sharp line. That's what I typically like to do. Just ombre it out so that that green just slowly blends right into the yellow. Like so. Okay, now I'm happy with it. Definitely happy with it. There we go. All right, let me see what time it is. Let's see if I have time to show you a couple of lip options for this spring. So, and I'm just gonna do lip glosses today. All right, so first I want to show you Spirit. This is Spirit. That is our Spirit Bling lip gloss, whom I love. Next we have Smile, which I do not wear by itself typically. It's a very bright pink. I want to draw your attention to that all these colors are buildable. So if this is too sheer, if you want more than a sheer coverage, you can build and add the pigment by going in one more time. That right there is Smile. Beautiful spring color. Next, I'm going to show you Hope. This is new to my Bling Bling collection, but I fell in love with her last night. Another pink that I love. I might rock that today. I love bright colors like this with our Cocoa Enduring Lip Color. I would usually line it out with my Cocoa Enduring Lip Color. Everyone needs a Cocoa Enduring Lip Color because it goes with everything. All right. Next we have, let's see, Peace. Peace was one of my #1 favorites. That is Peace. Again, they're all moisturizing. They're not your typical lip glosses where you put them on and all they do is shine. No, they actually moisturize. Grace is a very neutral, sheer lip gloss. You can put her on and go. Gorgeous. Very sparkled texture underneath. Love her. Definitely I wear this with my Cocoa Enduring Lip Liner. Love her. I can't wait till I attach that phone to this Ricky Light, our Ricky Light, because then you'll be able to see these colors like really bold. This is Love. You can wear it sheer, or you can add the pigment and see the red. Just build. Build as you like. Then we have Courage. My hair's on that one. Courage is beautiful. They're all beautiful. But this is Courage. Courage is very pretty as well. Again, these are just the Bling Bling lip glosses. Enduring Lip Colors down here are a whole nother story. But because I have to go, I can't give you a Enduring Lip Color show because I won't be able to take those colors off. Next, we have Humble. Humble is another neutral bling lip gloss that goes with everything. Look at, oh my goodness. I love me some Humble. Love Humble. Love her. They all smell very nice and pleasantly sweet. Okay, now I feel like I'm cheating y'all because I want y'all to see the Enduring Lip Colors. All right, let me show you a couple. This is Macaroon. I just got to take it off real fast, though. This is Macaroon. It's a lovely brown. Can you see it? Is my lighting good? There we go. I'll put the lighting on. That is Macaroon. These are our Enduring Lip Colors. They stay on forever and a day, literally, if you don't take them off. These are perfect for wearing masks. They will not transfer to your mask. When you take your mask off, your lip color will be there. This is Wedding Cake. Beautiful. Wedding Cake is gorgeous. They had actually sold out of Wedding Cake. People love Wedding Cake, and I see why. Next, this is S'mores. Another beautiful color. I'm running out of space. Let me get to a very bright color. This is Cupcake. I wear Cupcake and ombre looks where I mix one of my darker lip colors with my Cupcake. But let me show you. This is Cupcake. She is definitely popping. Then I want to show you cherry pie. I love me some cherry pie because every girl should have a perfect red lip color. Blazing. Blazing. Love me some cherry pie. They all go on moist and then stay matte all day. That's why I have to quickly take it off. What else would I like to show you really quickly? Creme Brulee. I might leave this one on. I'll show you more in another Lippy Live, but this is it. Creme Brulee. Very pretty. I love creme brulee. This is new to my Enduring Lip Color. Oh, and I'll show you one last one. One last one. There are more, but I don't have time. Okay. This is the last one. This is a dark red. This is our Sugar Plum. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love me some Sugar Plum. And I also love me some Sugar Plum when I add her with Cupcake and create a ombre lip color. Hands down, by far, gorgeous. So, since I finished my spring-worthy look, this was my idea of using all the colors that come to mind when I think of spring. I just wanted to quickly give you a little taste of the lippies that we have because when I came on last night, it was so late and not too many people got to see it. So now I'm just going to finish up my look. I might just leave this on. Just might. I'm going to use my Bronze Illuminating Glow Drops. These are a must-have for every woman, okay? If you want that beautiful, radiant glow, whether you wear foundation or not, you put this on your natural skin and you'll have a beautiful, nice glow all spring long, all year long. They come in 3 different colors: bronze, champagne, and rosé. Gorgeous, illuminating glow drops. Every woman should have a bottle of illuminating glow drops, okay? So I'm putting on bronze today. Typically, I put this on prior to my foundation because it radiates through my foundation. But if in case you did not do that, it is never too late. I am now going to, let's see, add my illumination after, because I love the glow. Now this is if you want to put it on a very specific area on your face and then blend it in like so. But usually, I don't know what I was thinking. I put it on all over. I mix it with my moisturizer. And then I put my foundation on top. And then it just shines beautifully through my foundation. But these are our beautiful illuminating glow drops. This is bronze. I love bronze on me because it gives me that nice bronzy shine. And I like to pile it on in concentrated areas like on my nose, on my cheekbones, and my chin. Typically where you would put your highlighter. So there are so many uses for your illuminating glow drops. An all natural glow, even glow all over, or a concentrated highlight. You can use it for that. For instance, you know what I just thought of? Rosé would look beautiful in the arch of my eyebrows if I wanted to use it as a highlighter. Let's just do that. Let's break the rosé open. It's the first time using this one. Let me show you it on my skin. This is rosé. You see that? See that rose illumination? Gorgeous. Gorgeous! I just love them. Whoever thought of these is a genius. An absolute genius. They are coconut infused, all natural, illuminating glow drops. This spring, it is definitely the glow for me. It's the glow from my natural skin because my natural skin is so healthy from my skincare products. And then it's the glow from all the beautiful shadows and illuminating glow drops. So I'm just going to be glowing all year long. Forget about it. So this is it for today. I think I have shown you quite a bit of what you are able to have to create not only healthy skin, but a beautiful look using high quality professional makeup. Ooh, do y'all see that glow? I just caught it from the side. I was turning my head. I was like, wait a minute. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm telling you, when you know you have a good thing, you have to tell the world. You got to tell the world. You have to tell everybody. Everybody. So that's what I'm doing. I'm telling everybody. Oh, I did not use my new blush palette. But you know what? Let's put a little blush on today. Just for today. I think I'm not going to do the orange. And again, our blushes are definitely great as eyeshadows as well. I'm going to take this sheer pink and just put it in this area. Because I don't want anything too pigmented. Just a really nice pink glow. And as you all know, I am a fan of the 80s blush technique. I do not want it on the balls of my cheek. I do not put it here. It gives your face a sagging look. If you want to lift the appearance of your face and use your blush, put it the top of your cheekbones up into the temple. This is the not old, but 80s celebrity style of wearing your blush. And they've figured out it definitely lifts your face without the cosmetic work. Bam! Done. Ready for the first day of spring. Ready to go be of service to the people I admire. Feel good, look good, and enjoy the rest of my day. So as always, if you have any questions, if you need a color match, and you should, hit me up for your spring lippies, whether you want some bling lip glosses or whether you want matte enduring lip colors that last for well over 8 hours without coming off, drink off your cup. It's not going to be on your cup. It's going to stay on your lips. It's not going to be on your mask. It's going to stay on your lips. This is what I love about it. It is COVID proof. No problem. Lips on lock. All day. No smear. No smudge. No cap. All right? I want to thank all of you for spending a nice amount of time with me today. I definitely appreciate it. I'm definitely excited for all of the women who I know are going to absolutely love not only the skincare, but these beautiful lippies and eyeshadows and eyebrow pencils. You have never worn high quality makeup until you try ours. It's a whole nother level to this. It is very much different than if you went into your nearby beauty supply store and picked up, and I don't knock it, we've all done it. But if you have skin that's problematic like mine, I can't just wear anything and expect to have healthy, glowing skin. That's just the way my body is set up. And you get the bang for your buck. You understand? That's one thing I remember my parents taught me. Quality over quantity. And when you're using quality, you don't have to use as much. So you save on the quantity. When you have high quality products, you don't have to go through half a bottle in 2 days because the quality, it's pigmented, it lasts, it works, and little is more. That's how this thing works. And that's why I love it a lot. So I'm just packing up. I just got to show y'all these because y'all know how I love bling, right? Isn't this the cutest little thing right here? Oh, I love this little brush holder. Just had to show you that. Love sparkly, glistening things, especially these bling bling lip glosses. So I want all of you beautiful queens to enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy this first day of spring. Make sure you stay positive, you stay happy, you don't let anybody take your joy or your energy. No, we're not doing that. Not at all. Stay focused, stay positive, stay productive, healthy, and wealthy. And I will speak to you beautiful queens later. Thank you, all of you, Jessie, Mila, Aunt Hilda, for joining me today. And make sure you hit me up so you can get your enduring lip colors and bling lip glosses and enduring lip liners and all that beautiful stuff. I will set up a different time to show you more of the lippies, but right now I'm on a time constraint because I have to go to work. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for spending this time with me. God bless you all. Bye.